Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another D-Man the Defenders video. In this video, I started to give a couple of quick tips and stuff like that. Somebody had asked me in the comments, how do you take over a city? Um, I was very confused about this too when I first started playing the game. Um, you basically either have to find an empty city, like if you go down to like, and yours may not go all the way down, right? So like to like 13, that's the maximum. So if your server is very new, it can only maybe go down to like 5 or something, and then as each coming week it'll get more, like it'll go to 7 then 8, expand all the way to 13, right? But the lower it gets, try to only take over cities that's level 4. So you see how there's a 4 on there? Level 4, 5, or 6. Don't go for like the ones that's like, if you go all the way down to like, let's say like 12. Did they remove? Yeah, don't go for any of these ones, right? Like, like the 3, the 1, and all that kind of stuff, right? Unless your server is very new, right? Because as when the game first comes out, maybe level 4 is like the best one. So you won't be able to obtain that one, right? Um, so maybe you have to go for the level 3 or for the level 2. But if your server's matured and you have like the 13 slots there, um, go for like go to like page 6, 7, 8, 9, and find an empty one like this, right? Like one that doesn't have one, and you can just hit occupy. If you hit occupy right now, it'll take over the city and you will own it for 12 hours. So when you do that, make note of the time, like, and then set your alarm. So what I like to do is, like, I like to control mine. So let's say, like, even right now the time is 7:34, and that's PM. So 7:34 p.m. If you take it over right now, then you would set an alarm for 7:34 a.m. because that's when it'll be freed, right? So because I don't wake up late, like I set mine for like 10:20, and then over time it goes to 10:21 and 10:22 and stuff like that over the coming days. But anyways, um, just so I come back and I retake over the city here, the level 7 one. But if somebody's occupying the city already, but you can beat them, then you hit that little red sword button that that's beside the 194k per hour. Um, the 194k/h, that little red button there will take over the city, and then you will occupy it. If you're lower rated, don't take over the front page or anything like that, because people will just take it from you, right? Because even if you find a bot, right? Let's say if I was playing this right now and I just come in, do you see this guy? This is a bot. Like I can just recognize it by the name. So if I hit that red button, I'll fight it and I'll take over the city, right? But if you're new to the game, people will just come and take that from you, right? So you won't get the full yield of the 12 hours, right? Because somebody will just come and take it from you. So you can even take over, like, let's say like a level 5 city here, right? Some of these are bots, because I know our server is very dead right now. So a lot of them are actually bots. So you could actually, like, if your server is old, you can actually get away with taking over level 5, even though you won't be able to hold it, just because there's so many bots taking over. Because if somebody doesn't take over one for a long time, usually a bot will take it over. That's not always the case. But anyways, that's how you take over that. While I'm here, this little temple thing, I managed to get into second place here for this time around. It just ended like a couple hours ago when the server reset. I ended up getting second place. Remember, guys, just because I got second place doesn't actually mean I'm second in overall in all the servers. Like, I would say like I'm about fifth place. Like, I'm about fifth place, or like fourth, fifth, or even sixth place, because clearly, like, Warrior Angel and Commons there, they are like, like, they both fight for, like, they're in a league of their own, right? like like um like they're in a league of their own, um like, completely, right? So they fight for number 1, number 2, and stuff like that. And then even SK, he's coming up pretty big. Like, Like well, not coming up pretty big, like, you know, he's always been up there, right? Like even just last season, right? Like it was like these are the actual top three people and stuff like that. um Last time before then, until I made it again. But it doesn't matter as much anymore, besides his bragging rights, because they used to give us double rewards, but they stopped doing that now. Like if you guys remember, like the first time that they did it, the first and second time, they used to give us double rewards, if you guys remember, but they stopped doing that now. So that kind of sucks. But it kind of sucks, but at the same time it's fair, because it wasn't, because that means, like, if you weren't competing at the very top, that means you're just going to get left behind more and more, right? um, I guess I already used it already, but that little backpack that they give you, right? That little backpack of goodies, like at the end of each season, they used to give us double that if you were, like, you know, based on where you were on your own server and based on where you were on the entire server. But anyways, I thought I would say this one here. This is the best one. This is the super gift packet. I think this is the first time I'm seeing it, but this is the best deal of this one. Besides this one, the best one that was this one was here. Was this one here? This limit of 2. That but this one here was only this one here was only this one here only showed up whenever it was the heroic summon event. So if it's not the heroic summon event, then this doesn't show up. So it'll be like this for today. Then tomorrow it'll be the necklace and the armor, and then it goes back to the weapon and the boots, and then back over one more time and stuff like that, and then it goes away for about a week and a half until it comes back around again. So yeah, but remember, guys, the game is like barely over a year old and stuff like that. Games come and go. I say this all the time. So before you like spend money on it and stuff like that, keep that in mind, that like this game could be gone. Like I've been part of games where it just goes after like a year, 2 years. Even games that's been around for 3 years, it just disappears, right? And I don't quite know this company like enough if they're going to be around and stuff like that. So you know, like spend at your own risk, right? But that is the best deal that I've seen of that one so far, anyways. And is that it? Yeah, and if you are wondering how I got second place and stuff like that, even though I know like I'm not actually second, is I think I explained it last time and stuff like that, but you just yeah, it's like it's not really hard to explain and stuff like that. Like you just have to overload it, like yeah, it's kind of hard to, it's not really hard to explain, but it doesn't really mean as much, because I didn't really do it like the right way and stuff like that, because I'm not actually like second or third place. Yeah, like SK is much stronger than me. Warrior Angel, Commons, even a Lost Soul, he's up there. Who's the other guy? I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I call him Car, even though I know that's not it. I think there was something else I was going to show you guys, but I completely forgot. Oh yeah, that's it. Here, the genie's coming, just as I always do. Sometimes you see this little guy here, this lost traveler guy. If he's ever beside a shop, which for some reason they always put him beside a shop, always go for the shop. I think at the end, the lost travel guy, I think he gives you like the little, what is it, these little the units to buy stuff. So it's never worth it. Always go for the shop. Always. The shop is like, always go for the shop. The only time you don't Actually, there's no time you ever go for the shop. You should always go for the shop. The only time you should, actually, the only time you should not go for a shop is if there's a better shop that's right beside it. You can only pick one or the other. Pick whichever one gives you like the most expensive items, and then go and pay for it. And it's always best to do it, guys. Like every reset, you have to do this. Then this is like, I do this thing religiously now. This genie's coming. I didn't do it for months and months and months and months. When the game came out, I completely ignored it. I did it like once in a blue moon. I had no idea how important the meditation space was, and now I got my butt in gear, so now I don't miss it at all. Yeah, but that's not what this video's about, me doing it and stuff like that. But I just thought I would yeah, I just thought I would show you guys anyways. Yeah, that's basically it, guys. I'll thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.